This wakes Su Chen up. Su Chen is sitting up on a bed, shirtless with a blanket over his legs. He coughs, wonders what is going on. He puts his hands on his head because it hurts. She tells him that it is just some of his mental energy being drained. She thinks that with his strength, that he will recover soon. Su Chen noticed that she seemed fine, but she objected, stating that she nearly got bitten off by the Corpse Queen. They had escaped from the attack launched by the Corpse Queen. Su Chen thinks that the Corpse Queen is not an easy target to deal with. As she controls tens of thousands of corpses, he thinks it's a huge problem. As her corpse tide gathers, she keeps getting stronger. Su Chen cannot risk going after someone that is too dangerous to help her. Su Chen is only willing to help her if she has something to offer, something worth risking his life. She pledges her loyalty to Su Chen if he helps her. She is willing to become his servant after this is all over. She says this as she kneels to the ground with one knee to show respect. Su Chen does not buy that. He does not believe that a few words may be worth his life. She wants to know what it would take for him to believe her. He thinks for a moment and tells her to hand over her crystal core. She objects. She tells him the importance of the crystal core in her life. Giving Su Chen the crystal core is like giving him her life. Su Chen then makes it clear that moving on from here is solely her decision. If she really needs his help, then she should hand over the crystal core. She understands. She hands over the crystal core, hoping that Su Chen keeps his word. He assures her of his loyalty to his word, saying that she is his girl from now on, and he will help her fulfill her wish. She bends her head and hopes he does as she has just handed over the crystal core. She asked if that was all, but right before Su Chen could say anything, she just disappeared. Su Chen is not happy with how she leaves. He does not think servants behave that way, and he thinks she should have referred to him as master before leaving. On a second thought, he agrees within himself to let that slide since he already has her crystal core. In the past, the Corpse Queen once led her horde and swept through Shangdu. Everyone could only survive in her shadow. He expresses how powerful the Corpse Queen is. He has to stop her at all costs if she does not want to live in a world overrun by corpses. He takes another close look at the crystal core he had just collected and thinks it is time to leave. He gets into a car and zooms off. Xiaofeng and Baikang watch as Su Chen speeds away, so he asks why she is not following Su Chen. She tells him that there is still a lot to handle at the base, stating that it was not necessary to follow him. She personally thinks that she is too weak to be of any help to him, but she believes that she will catch up with him one day. It is raining, and Yun Yun and Duanya are all alone in a campfire they had set up on what appears to be a wrecked gas station. Yun Yun is concerned about their safety. She still thinks it could be dangerous even though they are in the apocalypse. Duanya tells her that she can go stand in the rain if she is too worried. Yun Yun laughs and tells her that there is no need for that as she has just recovered. Yun Yun is worried about Su Chen. She asks Duanya where he had gone. She feels uneasy because of the rain. Duanya tells her that before the apocalypse, fuel was not easy to find in bulk. He didn't have much left, so he is out looking for any remaining supplies he can find. Yun Yun asks when he is coming back. She is starving. Right before Yun Yun could finish her statement, they hear footsteps approaching. It's a man covered in a dirty and torn piece of wet clothing from the rain. He walks into the gas station and tells them that he is freezing cold. He stutters as he says this due to the cold. Yun Yun and Bai see the old man with ice on his body. The man gets excited as he sees fire and jumps straight into it. Duanya thinks he is crazy for jumping straight into the fire. Yun Yun notices that the man is emitting a thick cloud of smoke. They both cough from the smoke as they notice that there is something wrong with it. They both cover their nose and mouths. Some other group of men comes in. The old man happens to be their instrument and acting like he is freezing and jumping straight into the fire is one of their tricks. They are happy as the trick never fails. Yun Yun and Duanya are lying down helplessly on the ground, looking up at the silhouette of those men closing in on them. It was hard to see their faces, so they had to ask who they were. The men finally come close enough for their faces to be visible. One of the men tells them their intentions. Once they are done having fun, they intend to sell them off to the New World base. Another bald man says that they would be begging for more by the end of it. Duanya pulls out a handgun and points it at them, and warns them to stay away. The men make fun of the gun as they are able users, and he calls it a toy gun. Duanya attempts to shoot, but the gun just clicks, but doesn't fire. The gun appears to have been frozen from the intense cold. Yun Yun suggests that they leave, as they would not be laughing when Su Chen returns. One of the goons tells them that Su Chen will be of no help as he will be facing his own problems. He tells them that he had been marked for execution by a crazy woman. He goes on to tell them that anybody whom the crazy woman sets her eyes on does not survive the night. Lady Poison Master is looking for Su Chen. She is amazed because Su Chen dared to enter such a confined space alone, which she thinks is a very dangerous thing to do. She sees this as a perfect opportunity for her. Her face brightens up and fills with a creepy smile as she goes closer and closer. She exhales cold air and steps her feet into the place. She tries to call him out, but he asks where he is, but does not get a response. She notices that the place is filled with a toxic gas, and inhaling even a little would set a person's body ablaze with desire, make the person completely helpless. She sees a figure which she mistakes to be Su Chen. She tries to lure him into coming closer. She asks him to come into her arms, referring to herself as a big sister, and offers to help him. The fire gets closer, and she discovers that she had been tricked. It is a figure made to look like a human being. Lady Poison is not happy with this. She angrily asks what that is, to which Su Chen responds from behind. He asks her who she is, but she is still not happy with such trickery. She calls him a bastard and asks him why he tricked her. As she was waving her chain with spikes on it, she launches the chain toward Su Chen, but he catches it and takes a moment to examine it. He finds out that the weapon was forged by an artisan. Su Chen grabs her by the face and demands answers. He wants to know where he can find the artisan. The Lady Poison Master claims that she has no idea about what he is talking about. The lady from the consciousness space appears and asks if this artisan is that important. Su Chen narrates that if they were to stand a chance to defeat the Corpse Queen's horde, that they would need to find the artisan, and if they do, it will greatly increase their chance of victory. She then offers to enter the Lady Poison Master's head and extract the information herself. She does this and gets the information. The Lady Poison Master disapproves but cannot do anything about it. She asks her what she is trying to do, but soon enough she has extracted the information they need. She sees that the artisan is located at a place called New World Base, but she doesn't have all the details, although she saw some other things in her mind. The Lady Poison Master believes that her brain has been tampered with. She also believes that her mind can be torn apart remotely. Su Chen gives her an inquisitive look, to which she says that she knows nothing about. The Lady Poison Master still feels like her brain is being bound by something. She drops to her knees and keeps her head on the ground and begs for her life. She asks that Su Chen spare her life, and she will become his most loyal dog. With a smile on Su Chen's face, he thinks this is interesting. He stands in front of her as he is glowing, while the Lady Poison Master's face is on the ground. She appears to be bowing to Su Chen. He would like to see how well she can play the role of a dog. Back at the gas station, Yun Yun asks Duanya what is going on. She is feeling hot. It must be the effect of the smoke. Duanya also feels hot. They both wonder if they had put something in the smoke. The goons respond with laughter and affirm it. He says that just a little something could make things more exciting. One of the goons goes forward to have fun. He instructs the other to stay back, as they would take turns having fun. Duanya and Yun Yun are both standing now. They appear not to be affected by the drug. Yun Yun tells Duanya that she guessed correctly. It was actually the kind of medicine she thought. Duanya says it was not that hard to figure out. The goons are shocked because they look completely unaffected by the drug. One of the goons asks them why they are unaffected, and Yun Yun tells them that it does not work on ability users. The goons are now even more shocked, and one of them urges the rest to reach for their weapons, and they have the girls rounded up. Yun Yun wonders why they have a water gun and asks. One of the goons lets her know that it is a high-pressure water cannon, and with a combination of their leader's ability, he can attack them from all directions. The leader of the goons yells for them to attack the rest of the goons, fire their rounds, and it hits him. He is in so much pain, and he yells. He looks at the wounds and asks why, but he soon discovers that his goons are being controlled. Their eyes are glowing red, and they are now motionless. He also blames himself for being so careless. He hears a footstep from a distance, and it's the Lady Poison Master. The leader of the goons is happy that she is here. He assumes that Su Chen is already dead as he makes fun of Duanya and Yun Yun, but he immediately gets slapped by the Lady Poison Master, and he falls to the ground. He tries to complain, but she immediately instructs him to shut his filthy mouth. The leader of the goons watches from the ground as the Lady Poison Master walks over to the silhouette of a man, and she refers to him as Master, and bows to him. The man steps into the light, and it is Su Chen. The leader of the goons is shocked, and tells the Lady Poison Master that Su Chen just offended her. He further asked how she would like to deal with him. He watched as the Lady Poison Master dropped to her knees by the side of Su Chen, and he had his hand over her head and said that she was a good dog. The Lady Poison Master is ordering her men to carry barrels of gasoline. She intends to offer this gasoline to her master, Su Chen. The men are worried. Their master has become someone's dog. One of the men suggests that they do not intend to lower themselves to that, and their leader agrees. The leader of the men approaches Lady Poison and confronts her on her submission to Su Chen. He laments her decision to give Su Chen all that gasoline, given that it was extremely hard to find. The Lady Poison Master whips him and the rest of the men with her chain of spikes, and they scream in pain. Yun Yun and Duanya watch what is going on between them. As the Lady Poison Master was about to kill them, she is instructed by her master, Su Chen, not to do so yet, which she does. One of the men refers to Su Chen as a pretty boy, and tells him that he does care about what he had done to Lady Poison Master. He claims that he is from the new world and promises to act like nothing happened only if he lets them go. But Su-chan has a different plan. He starts to glow purple and stretches out his hand and towards them, saying that he is not in the habit of leaving loose ends. He reaches into their heads and this puts the men in a lot of pain. They all screamed with their eyes wide open, and after a little while their heads explodes. Everyone is shocked, even Su-chan didn't expect that to happen. Previously, Professor Xiao saw a strange parasite attached to the brain inside Lady Poison's head. She called it a brain worm, but the one inside Lady Poison's head was already dead. The lady in the consciousness space thinks it must be her own toxins that made her immune to the brainworms. Suchin had just killed the brainworms inside those 3 men. But they died too. He thinks he is using the brainworm to control everybody in the new world. He needs to find a way to make Yun and Duanya immune too. Still fascinated by the head explosion she had just witnessed, the Lady Poison Master is on her knees and bowing to her master, Su-chen. Su-chen calls her and asks if she could drive, and she stutters as she responds positively. This makes Su-chen happy, and he makes a car appear in front of them. Lady Poison's master wondered where the vehicle had come from. Lady Poison's drive them as she laments to herself. She was a minor leader in the new world, but now she thinks she is just a puppet. She intends to survive at all costs, even if it means eating tree bark or mutant rats. She would not mind. She hears the party going on behind her and wonders how that could be possible. They are having a hot pot in the back, and this is the apocalypse. She thinks that even the broth should be gone by now. The smell is drifting towards her in the driver's seat. With tears in her eyes, she cannot seem to resist the aroma of the hot pot behind her. She wants the hot pot so bad, she thinks should calm down and stay cool. But that is very difficult for her to pull off, as she shakes her head, and cannot possibly risk her life because of a meal. She now hears the refreshing sound of a canned soda being opened. She takes a moment to recognize the sound to be cola, and this completely drives her insane. She is stunned by the fact that they even have cola. She hears a gentle voice behind her saying here, and handing the Coke over to her. It is Yun. She wonders why she is being so nice to her, and wonders what she could be up to. Yun encourages her to drink up and asks her not to worry. She also added that Su-chen likes it when he is called master. Duanya laughs, and Su-chen asks Yun if she dares to mock him. Yun introduces herself and suggests that they could be comrades now. The Lady Poison Master is still nervous and unsure of how to feel about this whole thing. She believes that Yun could be hinting that she is also being forced into this. It makes perfect sense for women to depend on men during the apocalypse. She does not think that anyone in her shoes would refuse a hot pot and cola. She also thinks that it is too bad that the sugar-coated bait does not work on her. Yun brings her a piece of meat for the Lady Poison Master on a chopstick and asks her to open her mouth wide. The Lady Poison Master raises her head and opens wide, and also exhales poison. Yun sees the green vapor coming out from her mouth as she opens her mouth wide, and asks if she just exhaled poison. She also wants to know if that is her ability. The Lady Poison Master explains her ability. Her poisonous gas can make men drop dead from exhaustion and make women burn with desire. She further explains that the ability is less effective on ability users. Su-chen gets an idea. Maybe he can use the lady poison to make Duanya and Yun immune to the brainworm. Yun feels hot and she verbally expresses it to Su-chen. The Lady Poison Master turns around and tells them that she did not do that on purpose, because he had accidentally induced the feeling in her when she fed her meat. Su-chen asks her to focus on the driving as Yun leans on him in a seductive manner. Duanya excuses them and goes to stay with the Lady Poison Master in the front. Duanya starts up a conversation with the Lady Poison Master. She wants to know about the new world. The Lady Poison Master asks if there will be food, as she is starving. She said this as she was crying. Duanya then assures her of a meal afterwards. The Lady Poison Master asks her what she wants to know, and Duanya wants to know about how she joined. The Lady Poison Master had joined a beauty pageant. The scene opens to the new world. There stood a wrecked skyscraper together with other buildings. The Lady Poison Master is touring them. She says the new world may not be large, but it is an apocalyptic den of indulgence. She says it has everything like auctions, slaves, a black market, beauty pageants, gladiator arenas and many more. Yun admires how tall the old rugged skyscraper is. Yun asks why so many people are gathered at the entrance. The Lady Poison Master explains that they are scavengers. These scavengers see the new world as a beacon of hope in the apocalypse. They all long to join, but the entry requirements are so harsh and many fail to make it. Su-chen thinks they should go and check it out. They hear a voice of a man from a distance talking about the identification card. He raises a copy of the identification card in the air for everyone to see as he throws more light on the process of getting it. It is the only proof of entry into the new world. He further entices the scavengers at the gate by saying that having one means escaping hunger and danger, but to obtain it, you must first pass a trial to prove your worthiness. Some scavengers discuss what the man with the eye patch just said. The other person explains that no settlement wants dead weight. The scavengers get to know that the spots are limited, and this makes people rush to sign up, causing disorder and chaos as they push each other. They also get to know that women cannot participate, and they wonder why. The Lady Poison Master tells Su Chen that the identification cards are managed by the City Lord's personal guards. Hence, she cannot do anything to get her hands on them. This is beyond the lady's poison control. She tells Su Chen that he would have to participate in the trial first. Yun Yun thinks that this process is too troublesome and suggests the possibility of them killing their way into the new world, which the Lady Poison Master disapproves of. She tells them about how powerful the City Lord's guards are, and the fact that they are capable users. Duan Yao reminds them that the blacksmith is a very cautious person, according to the Lady Poison Master. She thinks that if he finds out that they had broken into her place, he might just flee in fear. Su Chen concludes by instructing them to stay low for now. Su Chen is going to check out the trial while the Lady Poison Master finds another way to sneak the rest into the new world. The lady agrees. Su Chen gets to the place and sees the scavengers. One of them instructs him to join the last team there as the trial is about to start. The instructor is about to narrate their tasks to them. He begins by telling them that more and more mutant spiders have been gathering in the back mountain, and for the trial, they are to hunt those spiders. He advised them to stick to the outskirts and not to go too deep into the forest. Anyone who brings back 5 spider corpses or a single spider egg before nightfall passes the trial. One of the scavengers is shocked by these instructions, saying that finding 5 mutant spider corpses or a spider egg is way too difficult. He says going to a spider nest is send a person to his grave. Another scavenger tells him to just bring mutant spider corpses if he cannot bring an egg. Everyone was advised to leave through the electric fence if he could not do the task. He also added that those participants who decide to work alone become targets for mutant spiders as well. And afterwards he wishes them good luck and leaves. The last team asks Su Chen to join them as others had left, but Su Chen refuses as he chose to walk alone. He believes he is safer without them, as he does not want to be their cannon fodder. They all stare at him as he leaves. As he leaves, he thinks about going to check out a mutant spider nest in the forest, as he had just heard. The rest of the team is disgusted by Su Chen's attitude as they think he is ungrateful. The other asks the team leader if they should follow him and kill him, but he objects, saying that he would die anyways. Then with an evil smile he says that they would wait here for other teams to come back so they can steal from them and submit. Su Chen is in the forest and he is calling on the spiders to come out. He notices that there are quite a lot of them and wonders if there would be a mutant spider queen. Su Chen plans to know how many crystals they all have combined as he launches and attacks them. He is disappointed that he did not find any after killing it. Meanwhile, Lady Poison Master plans to sneak them in as beauty pageants. They walk into a beauty contest where the same man with the eye patch from earlier is auctioning the ladies for 3 packs of instant noodles, having other people bite for even more packs of instant noodles just to have her for the night. The Lady Poison Master explains that for girls who do not make it to the top 3 of the competition, but want to remain in the new world, she has no choice but to become a tool to drain men's wallets. She goes on to assure them that they would have nothing to worry about because they are top-tier beauties. Yun Yun thinks this is so tragic as she feels bad for them. Duanya asks if they hold beauty contests every week, to which the Lady Poison Master affirms. She further explains that the weekly champions compete for the monthly title. Some women refuse to take this path. Their other option is the gladiator arena. She further tells them how the new world will squeeze out every value left in you in one way or the other. She tells them that most women would prefer to have food and safety without risking their lives than staying outside. She urges them to change their clothes as she will wait outside. The Lady Poison Master thinks they are living in paradise because of Su Chen and sighs. The man with the eye patch calls her and instructs her to bring those beautiful girls he had seen earlier so he can savor them properly. He adds that if they serve him well, that he would give them identification cards. She tries to object, but Lord One Eye says no buts. He further asks her to poison them to make things more fun. The Lady Poison Master has to obey him to get those identification cards. She has no choice, so she walks into the room and poisons Yun Yun and Duanya. They get a strong burning desire and start to caress each other, but Yun Yun wants to know why. Duanya and Yun Yun are still feeling the effects of the poison from the Lady Poison Master. They are all over each other and rubbing their bodies against themselves. Lady Poison is sorry for what she has done, and had to explain to them, it is the only way to get the identification cards. She further begs them to bear it for a while. Meanwhile, One Eye Lord is have a glass of wine with one of his brother, as he is waiting for the beauties he had asked the Lady Poison Master to bring for him. The man with him in the room is happy that he never fails to share his beauties with his brother. One Eye Lord further affirms that by saying that they are real brothers after all. He says with a smile, One-Eye Lord tells his brother that finding beauties like this was even rarer before the apocalypse. His brother is getting excited thinking about it. He wonders what is taking them so long, but One-Eye Lord tells him that he had sent Lady Poison to drug them, so he had to exercise patience. The ladies finally came. The One-Eye Lord notices that they are clearly under the influence of poison, and he cannot wait for the fun to begin. His brother likes what he sees. He thinks they are top-tier beauties. He asks his brother to pick first. Lord One-Eye picks Duanya while his brother is left with Yun Yun. Lord One-Eye's brother is happy with what he sees, and he is about to feast. Lord One-Eye is thankful that Lady Poison was able to poison them and make the experience even more enjoyable. He plans to reward her afterwards. As the men are about to get some action, Duanya uses her ability to make them have fun with each other instead. As they stood there and watched, Lord One-Eye and his brother compliment each other as they make out. Duanya sees them and thinks that they were much easier than she thought. The Lady Poison Master is stunned by this and says her ability is way more brutal than she thought. Yun Yun still wonders why she poisoned those guys. She tells the Lady Poison Master that they are still feeling the effects of the poison. Lady Poison Master explains why she thinks her actions were necessary. Her master had told her that her poison could resist brainworms, so she had to poison them before dealing with the city lord's guards. Duanya thinks she did the right thing. Duan and Yun Yun would have to stay in this poisoned state for the rest of their stay in the New World, but Yun Yun thinks it going to be hard to endure. They ask her to hurry and get those ID cards. Lady Poison Master asks about those guys, and Duanya tells her that they would keep on going at it. She tells her that she is free to enjoy the show if she wants. Lady Poison watches them for a while and leaves. Meanwhile, at the forest, a team is casually having a conversation as they are looking for what they were asked to return with. The boss of the team seems to be struggling with navigating the forest. He has looked for the path that leads to the spider nest, and he is unsure of the turn to make. His teammates catches on and asks if he had lost the way again. They notice the corpses of a lot of spiders, which suggests to them that someone might have beaten them to it. All the spiders were decapitated. They witnessed as Su-chan attacked one of the spiders single-handedly. The spider covers his hands in a web, and Su-chan acknowledges that he let his guard down. With the web still in his hands, he notices that there is another spider hiding there, and it looks like it's almost at tier 2. The rest of the team hides in the bushes and wonders who that guy is, and why he is walking into the spider nest alone. One of the team members observes that he does not look weak. He asks their leader what they should do, and he says that they would watch the show and see how the overconfident fool dies. Their leader cannot wait to see Su-chan's body hanging on a spider web. Su-chan takes the web off his hand and pulls the spider with the web and smashes it on the ground, and follows up with a powerful punch. The entire team is stunned by his performance, particularly the leader. He is amazed as Su-chan has just killed a mutant spider with one punch. They change their plans on the spot. They intend to take his crystal core as they all draw out their knives to attack. The team leader is impressed as his blade is perfectly sharpened. He is confident that his teammates are skilled enough, and they all think his plan is foolproof, as they have pulled this off many times with big smiles on their faces. They plan to wait for Su-chan to come out. They intend to attack Su-chan as they feel that he is an easier target. The leader of the team is so confident, he believes that Su-chan has no idea of what is about to befall him. Su-chan is about to experience his true power. Meanwhile, Su-chan had just extracted the crystal core. He is holding it up and admiring it as the team leader of the group rushes towards him from behind. He uses his position swap ability to take away the crystal core from him. He also ties him to a tree using chains. As other team members hold up knives in front of him, the team leader has secured the crystal core, and he is happy. He holds it up and stares at it. As Su-chan admires his position swapping ability, he thinks it is a rare ability. He is fascinated as he had also prepared iron chains ahead of time. He also guesses that he must have scammed a lot of people with this. The team leader is behind him. He cannot take his eyes off the crystal core as he is still admiring it. He thinks Su-chan talks a lot. Su-chan refers to them as prey, ridicules them, asking them if they think they are the hunters here. He adds that even experienced hunters can get taken down by their prey. The team leader notices that Su-chan sounds confident, and he wants to know how Su-chan will pull off a reversal. He says with an inquisitive look on his face, which later turns to rage as he instructs his men to kill him. The men goes on to attack him as they ask him if he thinks he can turn this around. They all want him dead as they begin to strike him with their weapons, with every single energy in their bodies. They notice that their knives and swords are breaking without harming him. Su-chan's body had broken all the knives. They wonder who Su-chan is, and they are still yet to know how powerful it is. They can see that his skin is as hard as steel, and since his skin is that hard, they wonder how hard he is down there too. The leader concludes that he is a tier 2 human. The rest of the team is shocked by this discovery. They never knew they were dealing with a tier 2 human. They believe that the hardness of his skin is comparable to that of a Tier 2 mutant beast. They intend to inflict as much harm on his as possible while he is still in chains. But right before he could finish his sentence, Su-chan breaks the chains. This terrifies them, and they intend to split up and run away for their dear lives. Su-chan spots one of the men running away. One of them climbs a tree. He wonders how someone could power up so fast as he climbed. Su-chan remains calm. He holds his chains in his hands. Their attempt to flee amuses him, and he tells them that as he gets ready to attack them, the team is on the run. He still has the crystal core he had taken from Su-chan with him. He intends to rob another person of their crystal core and level up too. He hears Su-chan's voice behind him calling him. Su-chan is chasing after him because he wants his crystal core back. He makes a fists, and as he is about to lands a powerful punch on his face, but at the very last second he uses his position swap ability to get away from Su-chan. He fall on his face in the new location he swapped to as he thinks he was lucky. He stands and wipes his face, and he is thankful that his power had saved him. He says he would remember the grudge, and he is going to kill him one day. Su-chan now uses his own men against him by controlling them. They are now like zombies. Their eyes glows red as they scream. With this, all Su-chan needs is to find him. He uses his psychic sense to look for him, in an X-ray-like representation of him, jumping around in the bushes. The leader of the teams is running as fast as he can to escape Su-chan. At this point, he is no longer running away from Su-chan, he is also running away from his very own men, who are also hunting him down, because Su-chan is now controlling them. Su-chan catches up with him, and he is in the air, right behind him. The leader of the team cannot believe that Su-chan has already gotten to him. He looks behind and sees Su-chan dashing towards him at an incredible speed, his eyes glowing, with his hands in the air. He uses his position swap ability to get out of there again. Su-chan keeps finding him no matter how much he uses the position swap ability. He wonders how Su-chan keeps finding him. He need to get out of there immediately, he thinks to himself. But he cannot seem to decide which way he should run. He gets an idea. He is just going to sprint in one direction. He believes that there should be a way out. Meanwhile, Su-chan finds one of the other men again and pins his head to the ground with his feet. He refers to him as a scapegoat and urges him to move faster next time. Su-chan believes it is a problem if the team leader escapes with the crystal core. Su-chan sees him running towards his direction. The team leader is mad at Su-chan's ability to find him effortlessly. He intends to get stronger and face Su-chan. He laments as he is dashing along, not knowing that Su-chan is right in front of him. He raises his head and sets his eyes on him and starts to brake. His feet screeches along the ground as he tries to stop. When does? He asks Su-chan how he keeps finding him. He does think the team leader would believe him if he told him. He tells him that he found him instead. He was just stationary and he ran into Su-chan. The team leader asks him if he had just walked into a trap. He does not think it means anything as Su-chan still cannot kill him. He tries to use his position swap ability. Right before he is able to disappear, he receives a powerful punch from Su-chan as he tells him that he is too slow.